Hello everybody, welcome to jurycenter.com online classes for law exams. So today I will be dealing with you a passage which is published today in the Hindu editorial and the questions relating to the passage. So let us see the passage first. So this is the editorial, and on this editorial I have framed some questions for your upcoming LLM entrance examination, which is for CLAT. Although this is a short passage, or say short editorial, but a very important one as it is based on a recent Supreme Court judgment. So the title of the editorial is Relief and Recompense. The judiciary did well to assert the rights of pandemic hit workers and families. So this editorial is based on yesterday's decision by the Supreme Court, in which it has ordered to compensate the victims of COVID-19. So let us read it. It is a matter of relief and satisfaction that the Supreme Court has prodded the Union government to perform its statutory duty of fixing a compensation for the families of those who lost their kin to the COVID-19 pandemic. So till now you must have understood this, that the Supreme Court has actually fixed as has actually casted this statutory duty upon the shoulders of the Union government to fix a compensation for the families who have lost their kin to the COVID-19 pandemic. The order comes close on the heels of a slew of directions on registering the country's vast unorganized workforce and its army of interstate laborers on a national database and ensuring that none of them went hungry. Again, on the issue of making an ex gratia payment to those affected by the pandemic, a notified disaster, under the Disaster Management Act, the centre initially took the untenable stand that it lacked the financial resources to compensate for every COVID-19 death. However, it later admitted that it was not the adequacy of resources that made it avoid any compensation, but rather its decision to prioritize expenditure in response to the pandemic. It is indeed true that unlike more frequent disasters such as cyclones, earthquakes and floods, a pandemic that has hit every country is not a one-time calamity but an ongoing prolonged phenomenon. So this is the defense taken by the Union government before the Supreme Court to oppose the compensation scheme for the COVID-19 families. However, the court has rightly found that this was not reason enough for the government to evade its duty to include ex gratia assistance on account of loss of life in its guidelines for minimum standards of relief to those hit by the disaster. The court correctly did not fix a compensation amount for each death, leaving it to a policy decision by the National Disaster Management Authority and the centre. Like I said, the Supreme Court hasn't fixed any compensation but has actually given the duty to the National Disaster Management Authority and the centre to fix a compensation to be paid to the victims or its families. In an earlier order, the court dealt with the need for comprehensive registration of all interstate and unorganized workers in the country. So this decision has been held the next day. It is unfortunate that it is indeed a pandemic. It needed a pandemic and thus resulting humanitarian, social and economic crisis for millions of workers to give an impetus to the process. The Supreme Court, while disposing of suo motu proceedings on the miseries of migrant laborers, has now fixed a deadline of December 31 this year for all states and union territories to complete the process. So by December 31st, the registration of all interstate and unorganized workers in the country has to be done in the national database. The centre has been given a deadline of July 31 to make available a portal for its national database for unorganized workers project, so that it may be used for registering unorganized workers across the country. However, the Union government, which was directed to make such a common module available to the states as far as back as in August 2018, claimed the work on developing the portal was affected due to the fallout of the pandemic. So, like a portal has to be created for the migrant workers so that their informations are stored in that portal, but as per the excuse taken by the central government. This project has been delayed due to this pandemic. The court has pulled up the Union Labour Minister for its apathy, lackadaisical attitude and directed that the process of registration should begin by July 31st. The verdicts open up the possibility that the interstate and unorganized worker will at last be able to reap the benefits of welfare laws enacted for them, like PDS, public distribution system, the free ration. So after this registration, they shall be eligible for receiving rations from any part of this country. These interventions signify the rejuvenation and assertion of a code seen as somewhat reticent until recently. So now we will be dealing with the questions. In which case, Supreme Court directed the Union government to fix a compensation for the families of those who lost their kin to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this option number C, both A and B, is Deepak Kansal versus Union of India and Gaurav Kumar Bansal versus Union of India. Then second, what is the deadline fixed by Supreme Court for compulsory registration of all interstate and unorganized worker in the country? This is December 31st, 2021. Just now we have seen it. Then third, the center has given a deadline of July 31 to make available a portal of its DASH project so that it may be used for registering or unorganized workers across the country. So this is option number B, National Database for Unorganized Workers. Then four, the provision of minimum standard of relief for ex gratia assistance has been given under, so it is given under option number D only, a National Disaster Management Authority. So the provision of minimum standard of relief for ex gratia assistance has been given under option number A. So these are the questions which are based on the editorial, as the editorial was short. So this is the reason why I have also taken few questions, and I hope you all have liked it. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Till we meet the next time. Thank you. Have a nice day.